Hello, ladies. Welcome to another fourth day of the 3-day challenge. I'm going to be talking today about the one thing that is sabotaging your results because I've seen you, okay? I know what you are going through. I know what you've been struggling with as well because it's very common, actually. This one thing is very common. And before we're going to dive into that, I want to say I'm super proud of you for showing up those 4 days, for learning, for showing up on the calls as well, for asking me questions, for trying to do the workouts, for everything. Honestly, you just showed up for yourself. And today I'm gonna give you a value why you are feeling stuck, why you cannot see those results. Because honestly, it is not your fault. It is not your motivation because you are motivated. Like you've been trying for many years, and hopefully you got some value in these 4 days as well. Hopefully you kind of understand the nutrition a little bit more. You kind of understand that the cardio is not actually what will get you the results, and hopefully you are kind of knowing what to do after the challenge as well. So this is what we've actually covered. If you haven't watched these live streams, please do so, just because they will be gone on Friday. Oh no, why is this happening? Yeah, they will be gone on Friday morning because um I'm gonna choose one winner on Friday morning, and you will get basically my one-to-one VIP, which I'm gonna be talking about in a second. But yeah, this is something that we've mentioned in the last 4 days, so please watch it again just so you get more understanding on what to do after this challenge. But I want to say, like, the first thing that is sabotaging your results, it is not the takeaway. It is not the wine that you have on Friday. It is not the brunch that you have on Sunday with your friends. It is not that you are super busy. It is not also your age, your hormones, the slow metabolism. It is not that. It is not also your genetics, even though genetics can play a little bit a role. Where are you storing the fat? But it's not why you are not losing the fat. But you've had so much knowledge as well. Like you've Googled everything. So it's not even that you don't have the knowledge. Like you know what to do, right? Like that's why you've been trying to do it for many, many times. But it's actually the inconsistency. Yeah, I bet you didn't know this one because no one actually talks about this. Like everyone is like, yeah, do this, do this, do this. But when it comes down to inconsistency, that's when most women actually fail. And you trying like TikTok workouts on Mondays, then you are doing nothing on Wednesday. The next week you are doing 4 workouts, then you feel burned out, then you are not doing any workouts, or you are trying 1002 calories. And then you go for the brunch, you go for the wine, and so on. Suddenly you are eating 3000 calories and you don't even know about that. So basically, you are kind of like up and down with your fitness journey because it doesn't have any schedule, it doesn't have any structure. You are also starting every single Monday or after summer, after school holidays, after Christmas, so always like starting from scratch, or you are just waiting for the perfect time to actually start because now you are like, okay, I'm so busy. Oh, I have like holidays coming up. I am so busy with this. I am moving houses. Like you always will be busy. Like we are in the age when the life will not slow down. It always gets busy. We're gonna be even more busier like every single week because you have kids, you are going somewhere, you are meeting your friends. The life will never stop and it will never be less busy. Or you are just not consistent because you are hoping for motivation. You just hope that one day you will wake up and then you will be motivated for the rest of your life so you can lose the body fat. It's not working like that as well. And this is what actually happened to all my clients. Now they are like more confident. They are not feeling the skinny fat. They don't have the back rolls anymore. And what they've been struggling with, it wasn't even like the healthy foods, or it wasn't that they didn't go to the gym. It was the inconsistency before. Even though, for example, Laura, she had a personal trainer, she wasn't consistent with tracking her food, with knowing exactly what to eat, right? Petra, for example, she wasn't consistent with her steps and also with food over the weekend. Francesca didn't have any strategy. She didn't have any plan. So she wasn't consistent with workouts, for example. Like she's still eating the same things, kind of, but she wasn't consistent with workouts. Um, Ariana, she was the same. She was consistent with like cardio. She was going to the gym, but she wasn't consistent with a plan in the gym. So she was doing random things. So again, it's just inconsistency with the one thing. And there are 52 Mondays. Did you know that? That we had 52 Mondays in a year. It's crazy. It's not a lot if you think about it, right? And how many times have you actually said, okay, I'm gonna start on Monday? Hopefully it's not like 50 times. Definitely in January, like 3 times, maybe February, like twice, in March, maybe like twice. So yeah, definitely try to count your Mondays, but this is when we don't want to start all over again and again. So for example, if you achieved your goal since January, like let's say you said in January, okay, I'm gonna lose 2 kilos by March, and you did it, then it's perfect. Like there is something that is working actually, and you just need to double down on it. But if you actually haven't achieved your goal since January already or since last summer, then probably it's not the motivation problem, it's the system problem. And that can be fixed, okay? Because the motivation will not come. It's always go and it's external thing. We will be motivated by a sunshine. We will be motivated by good endorphins. We will be motivated because we are in a good cycle on our period, for example. Or we're gonna be motivated because you slept 8 hours. Or maybe you will be motivated because, I don't know, something good happened to you. But then also you will not be motivated because you are busy, it's raining, it's snowing. Then when the inconsistency comes in. And maybe you just said, I know what to do, but I just can't stick to it. That's exactly when the system problem comes in. Because if you would know what to do, you would be able to stick to it no matter what. Even though if you are busy, you could still make some tweaks to actually stick with it. Okay? So that's why a plan and accountability changes everything. So if you have the right plan, which is not just eating less and I don't know, doing more cardio, but I mean like clear plan on a daily basis, like Monday. What are you doing on Monday? What are you doing on Friday? What are you doing on Sunday to get you to those goals? And I want you to think about it like, okay, what can I focus on today? Can I get more steps? Can I get more protein? Can I avoid anything fried, even though I am craving it? So, yeah, the clear plan removes that you are feeling frustrated. So, no more Googling every single evening, scrolling on Instagram, trying to look for some workouts, or just trying to find some recipes because you are bored with your meals, you are bored with the salads. A clear plan, again, even with your food, will help you to stay on track. And then again, this is something that I mentioned yesterday. It's like the same. If you have a car, you're gonna need to change a tire. What you can do, you can either Google how to change the tire, you can spend like fucking 3 hours of trying to change it, then being super scared to drive your car, and then still be be worried that you didn't probably change it properly. So this is the same with your body. So you either can try like a lot of plans and still be frustrated in your body, like why nothing is changing, or you can just like give it to a mechanic and then basically kind of mechanic, but you will know exactly what to do and it will be taking care of you. The second thing is accountability keeps you consistent. So if you are not motivated, I would suggest to join maybe some community. Maybe have someone to keep you accountable. I'm not talking about your partner or your husband, because sometimes we don't want to listen to their opinions, especially when you are not feeling good in your body. They will not keep you accountable, even though, yes, they are supportive. But when it comes down to daily basis, you actually need someone who will understand how you are feeling, especially if you go through phases in your cycle and you have hormone changes and you have like a good week and bad week. the man will not actually understand what you are going through, so he will not keep you accountable. And the same, we all have managers at work. For example, you are just not winging it. You have deadlines. You know that you have this 1 hour for a client, or you know that at this time you have a meeting. You know exactly what to do in your work. It's the same when it comes down to your body. You need to have the accountability to actually achieve those goals, to actually achieve 5 kilos by this deadline, let's say. Consistency beats perfection every time. Some of you ladies are trying to be super perfect. Like you are going all in or nothing at all. So you either like eat salads Monday to Friday, doing a lot of things in the gym, and then weekend comes in and you just destroyed everything what you've been working on Monday to Friday. So that comes down to being consistent even when the life gets super hard. You don't need to be perfect. You just need to know what you're doing in those days and then stay consistent. It's the same like with the budget of your money. So you know exactly how much you are spending because you don't want to get broke. So why you don't have a clear plan with your body every single month, every single week, right? So your body will not get broke. So, for example, this is really good example of Daniela. I'm not sure if you can see it, but Daniela came to me. She felt super frustrated actually in her body. She is a mom and she is working out just at home because she doesn't have time. And she was like, yeah, I'm active. I eat healthy. I don't know why my body is not changing. And then when we found out that she wasn't consistent with her workouts, even though she was active, that means one day, 1 week, she was doing two. The next day, she was doing six. Like she was all over the place basically. And as you can see, like now she's consistent every single day. She knows that she needs to do walking. She knows she needs to do the workouts. Then maybe one day she's just doing yoga. She's just chilling, but she is still tracking the foods. So she's consistent with everything and she knows what to do. And I want to just show you what she says.
I have two kids and a fiance. Always wanted to be leaner. I think it looks good to have a lot of muscles. I have always thought that I don't have time for that, even though I thought I tried to do it.
What kind of results have you achieved in my program?
I have lost 7 kilos, feel leaner, a lot more confident in my body, and to wear different clothes, to wear more dresses, for example. I can see my arms and my back muscle definition. I have more energy. I can lift more. I don't see bloated belly. Now I'm comfortable wearing lower jeans, not just high jeans to hide up the belly. And I have only worked out at home 3 times a week.
So when was the last time that you felt like this before joining my program?
Honestly, don't know. It's always scary for me to spend this money on myself, not on someone else.
What do you think like helped you the most?
You. Like the whole program. The support you get from you and from the community, it is personalized. Both nutrition and the workouts, it's planned for you.
You've tried some programs before. Didn't give you the results.
We were eating way too little. Once you are out of that challenge, you gain it back. Didn't feel like personalized.
How many meals are you eating?
Fine. Eating almost everything. Everything that I like. No, I don't feel restricted. I eat candy. I eat pizza. I eat pasta almost every day.
You are eating pizzas, pastas, and you are still losing weight.
I have lost 7 kilos to invest in themselves because they are worth it. I want to be a better me too, because I want to be a good parent and fiance.
Amazing. Yeah, so Daniela is now super confident, which makes me super happy. And I just want to show you what means consistency for under the client. So she's not like one off. Basically, that's how I changed like 350 ladies. So here is another really good example of Francesca who lost like 20 kilos. Again, she's consistent every single day. She knows that she needs to be walking. She knows that she needs to be tracking this amount of food, for example, and she is doing it. That's why she could actually see those results. Same for Anna. Like she wasn't confident. She has a scoliosis. She is working out at home. She was like she thought that her body will not change just because of the scoliosis. But once we got really consistent with the walk, again with tracking every single day, with some light workouts as well at home, then her body completely changed. Like she got muscles as well. She is now almost seeing her abs. So we are working on it because that was always her dream. So we are working on that. So I just want you to imagine that if you are walking into the gym, instead of feeling frustrated, you are actually feeling confident, knowing exactly what to do. How would you feel? Or when you are eating pizza, ice creams, having wine in your swimsuit, and still seeing that the scale is dropping down. How would you feel? Right? Or when you are sticking to a plan for more than 2 weeks, you would probably feel proud. You would feel less bloated, you would feel more energized. You know that it would be working. If you can stick to it for more than 2 weeks, you know that something is working. And then also, I want you to imagine this like looking in a mirror and you are seeing yourself really toned, flat belly, the body that you are actually feeling proud of, or you are not trying three different clothes before you're gonna go to work. You will just try one and you will be like, okay, that's it, I look good. That's what we need, right? So that's actually what will happen to you once you're gonna start putting the work in. Like, it doesn't need to take a lot of time, even though you are super busy. It will take you like 5 minutes a day. If you cannot work out, you can still track your food. If you cannot, I don't know, track your food, you can still do the workouts. Like every single day, you have some things to focus on. And then these 4 days were just Kickstarter. So you can take everything from this challenge, just save it. You still have time until tomorrow about 12 p.m. And then at 12 p.m., I'm gonna delete everything from the app and also from the Facebook. So yeah, save everything if you have to. Try to apply it and stay consistent for the next 8 weeks, 10 weeks, because that's when we have the summer. So by 8 weeks, if you're gonna really stay consistent, if you're gonna do those four workouts every single week, then you should be able to lose about 5 kilos. Okay, if you are really consistent, if you are tracking. But that doesn't mean that one day you will fall off. No, because if you fall off once, you will fall off again and again and again and again. Okay. So basically, the real transformation happens when you know exactly what to do, when you have maybe someone who can understand it. You need to progress in every single exercise and you need to have a nutrition plan. Okay. So, for example, my one-to-one coaching is good if you are struggling for more than 3 months with no real results at all. If you know what to do, but you can't make yourself to be consistent, if you don't have any tailored plan for your body and you are just doing random exercises, random workouts, trying different challenges, which is good to try different things. But if you still don't have anything that is tailored to your body, then that's probably what is missing. Or you are just starting all over again and again and again. So, yeah, if that's you, then I do have those four last spots. And then basically on tomorrow at 10 a.m., I'm gonna announce the winner, and then I want you to just step on the scale tomorrow morning, just weight yourself, see if you made any progress, and then you can also tag me on the stories. You can also write down your biggest wins from this week or from the last week. What have you learned? And then you will get all this towards the one-to-one VIP coaching. Okay. So, what to do next? If you really want to talk about your goals, your struggles, we can just book a free strategy call to go over your goals. And if I see I can help you, then we can start. If I see I cannot help you, then I'm gonna tell you that as well. And this is actually what happened to another 350 ladies once they stopped thinking about what to do next. Because sometimes it takes a lot of energy for you as well to come up with something and not seeing the results. And then you feel frustrated. So now you can take everything that you've learned into the practice and then stay consistent like this on a daily basis. You can track everything in my app as well, or in your app, in your Google Sheets, whenever you want to do it. And then once you're gonna be really consistent, especially over the weekends, then you will start seeing amazing results. It's not one or the other. Does it make sense?
Mm-hmm.
Perfect. Because you all deserve to feel confident and fit in your body for the first time ever. Like you've been struggling for many, many months, like you've been trying many, many months, and you deserve to feel confident. But it comes down with the work that you're gonna put in on a daily basis rather than just thinking about it, coming up with something new. You don't need to overcomplicate it. You just need to stay consistent. Yeah. Any questions about anything?
No, no, all good.
Yeah. Do you feel like you've been inconsistent, Joanne?
Oh, all the time.
So what do you feel like it's missing to be consistent?
Just knowing what I'm doing, really. It's all new. It's
Okay.
just understanding everything. The workout's not too bad because obviously that's visual
Mm-hmm.
and you can do that. It's just the whole food
Yeah.
thing, eating different things, trying different things,
Mm-hmm.
weighing it all up, and it's just yeah.
Mm-hmm. So
It's
when you
it's it's one of those things where you think the night before, right, I'm gonna do this. That's it now, I've had enough, I'm gonna do this. And the next morning comes and then it's like, ugh. And then
mm-hmm.
it's failed. And you're like,
Mm-hmm.
right, gets to the middle of the week, right, as you say, I'll try again Monday. Just get rid of this weekend, we'll try again Monday. And Sunday night, you're full of it. It's like, yeah, I'm motivated. We're going to
Yeah.
do this. We're going to do this. And then
Yeah.
Monday comes and then you don't feel too good or you've got a banging headache or it's just like, I don't feel well. And then it's like, oh, no, that didn't happen again.
Yeah. It's
Now,
crazy, right? Like
just need to stop making excuses for myself and actually do it. I won't get results by sitting here eating cheesecake, looking at people running outside, thinking I should be doing that while I'm sitting there watching Netflix and eating ice cream.
yeah. But it's not, again, it's not the excuses. Like you are motivated, like you've been trying many, many times. There is the system that you don't have in place. That's
Mm,
what, when you mention, like, you don't know what you are doing. So how do you want to see results if you are not doing, like,
yeah,
if you don't know what to do, right?
yeah,
So that's why you keep failing because you don't have a clear plan, like what you will do tomorrow. Okay, I'm gonna try this recipe. I'm gonna try this, but I don't know if it's gonna work. Maybe
mm,
my friend told me it's gonna work, but is it gonna work?
mm,
You know, so you have all this kind of like guessing game, and that's why it's easy to make excuses because you don't actually know if it's gonna work,
no,
right? But if you have all the data, if you know, like, okay, I put like 2 weeks like this, like I know that I've done the steps, I know I've done the workout, I know I've been tracking it, I should be seeing the results. And if not, basically what I'm doing with my clients, like every 2 weeks, we compare side by side pictures
hmm,
and I compare all the data from the gym if they are progressing, how much they are eating, if they are eating enough,
yeah,
because I see everything. And then if they are not seeing results, which is not happening often, but for example, if they are not, then we're gonna make some changes, but they still
mm,
know what to do every single day. So they
yeah,
will never feel like they are failing, basically.
mm,
Yeah. So
yeah.
that's the difference between like knowing exactly what to do, staying consistent, and not knowing what to do and making excuses.
And I think also what doesn't help is there's so many, as you say, like TikTok influence
Mhm.
out there, and they put all these amazing pictures of before and afters, and they're saying, do this, oh, don't do that, do this, do that. And then you scroll on, and then three more down the videos, you get another influencer. Oh no, you do this and don't do that. And it's just like, oh no. And then you think, okay, right, I'm gonna do this routine on the Stairmaster. And then like, oh no, you should if you're doing this, you're doing it completely wrong. And you just think, oh, I quit. I quit because
Yeah.
everyone's just coming up with their own bullshit and you
Mm.
don't know where you're going and you think, am I doing good? Am I actually not doing good? I'm clearly doing bad. No, I need to do it this way. Actually, you've just told me I can't do it that. And it's so overwhelming.
Yeah.
I don't know where to start. I don't know what to try. I don't know what moves to try. I don't know if that's doing good. I
Yeah.
don't know whether that's doing good. I sign
Yeah.
up for this, I sign up for that. And you just think, I have no idea what I'm doing.
Yeah. I like
In the
Pavla.
end, you think,
Pavla
sod
is
it.
just
I'm
like
not going to do
smiling because
anything.
I feel like she feels the
Yeah.
same.
And it's a
Oh,
case of, you
you
know
can hear
what?
me, see me, yeah? Sorry, I joined very much later on. Yes, yeah. Hello.
Hi. Yeah, we are just talking about inconsistency
Yeah.
because yeah, because I spoke already with Pavla before and then she was the same. Like she was like, yeah, I am trying to get healthier, but I just cannot do it. Right, Pavla? Like tell her the story.
Yeah, yeah, I must say we are almost done with 6 weeks summer challenge, but for me it's I feel like great. It's like I think it's life changing, really. I feel so much better because for the first time I count the calories, I count the macros. I thought like it will be very stressful and I didn't
Yeah.
want to do it. And I just thought, oh, for God's sake. So, okay, let's try it. Let's
Mm-hmm.
try it. I said, like, I was watching you for 3 years or something,
Mm-hmm.
and I didn't do anything. And then I started this program, and I started to count the calories and the macros, and I started to go to the gym.
Mm-hmm.
For me as well, gym was like I never wanted to go to the gym. I like it break. It always was cardio. Now so much like before. So 3 times per week, which for me like easy exercise. I mean, it was comfortable with the exercise. I didn't feel so extra. This make me a big season. I mean, I don't call it diet, but finally I've got like a plan which
Yeah.
works for me because it's basically a lot of proteins, good, full and satisfied, and I don't feel like just
Mm-hmm.
first week I panicked because I felt
Yeah.
like it's too less calories for me and I didn't feel good and I
Mm-hmm.
felt just no like I didn't want to go into this diet mode anymore.
Yeah.
I've been on diets
Yeah.
a lot and this doesn't feel like a diet and it feels like I've got it under control and I feel
Nice.
good. And after strength training, like I feel so much already after 4 or 5 weeks, I feel so much tighter and my body is changing.
Nice.
And it's not about
Wow.
even losing weight for me. I lost easily 4 kilos, but for me it's not important. I would be okay like to go just around 60 kilos, but I'm under. But
Mm-hmm.
for me it's like forming the muscles the most important, and I can feel
Wow.
like I'm shaping up. And the first time ever
Okay.
I feel like my waist actually a little bit.
Uh-huh.
I feel my waist,
Okay.
uh, and I just feel even because start my video. Okay. Uh, and what I wanted to say, my son is impatient. What I wanted to say, yeah, for me, like really, like you were talking about cardios and
Mm-hmm.
running, and
Mm-hmm.
I had in my mind, oh, how come I'm running so much and I
Before.
am not
Mm-hmm.
losing my belly
Yeah.
fat, like belly fat.
Yeah.
I'm not fat, but the belly fat was
Mm-hmm.
like going
Yeah.
worse and worse. And now when I exercise with like the belly and I keep low fat diet or it's not much fat, I feel final results. And for me, it's important that I haven't got so much pressure on my lower back because
Mm-hmm.
of this fat
Mm-hmm.
on my belly.
Nice.
So
And you're
actually,
not
my
doing any
posture is
cardio as
changing.
well. You're just strength
Just
training.
maybe twice a week, really kind of half an hour or something,
Okay.
and
Easy.
really easy. But this strength training is like really
Yeah.
changing the things completely because the more muscles you get,
Yeah.
the more you can eat, I
Yeah.
think.
And
And
it's
it's
also
not so
because you have
exhausting like after.
yeah. It's also very structured plan. Like I put like 10 years of knowledge. So it's not like random exercises. It's literally built for your body. So that's why we are targeting every single muscle group basically. It's not just like, okay, do chest press because whatever. It's very like strategic and very scientifically planned. That's why you are seeing those amazing results. So yeah, this is amazing.
No, I am really chuffed, and yeah, loads of things kind of improved. Like
Okay,
as well,
good.
another obstacle. I didn't want to do it. That I thought like, oh, it will be all the time thinking about the food and proteins, and I found it like it will be like really expensive as well.
Mhm.
But actually, it's not because I'm eating exactly the calories I
Yeah, I
eat.
told
Not
you it won't be
number.
more
I don't
expensive.
snack on these kind of I don't binge on the buckets of ice cream on
Yeah.
the on the crisp. I don't do much alcohol. Before, I must say, I was drinking quite a lot just because I didn't
Hmm.
feel satisfied.
Hmm.
I felt stressed, depressed, or
Hmm.
something. But now I can feel like how much energy I've got. And I thought I would be opposite. I thought I would be
No.
miserable. I will be stressed. I will
Woo.
be, yeah. No, it's really, for me. It's like wow. I hope this feeling stays. I don't know, but I
No, it
feel
will get
really.
even better. It will get, this is just the beginning. This is just the beginning. We are not stopping, okay? I
Yeah, and to be honest, I didn't even have a meal preps. I still do okay with I don't know, I pick up the bread, sardines, a
Mhm.
bit of protein, a
Nice.
bit of Greek yogurt, a bit of veggies, and I'm doing fine. So even when I do meal preps, it will be even better, I think.
You know what's actually
But
good?
yeah.
Like both of you are actually masseuses.
Mm.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Wow.
you're doing the same job.
Oh, okay.
Paula, can you tell more like Joanne about your your meal prep? Like because Joanne is struggling with something similar like you've been struggling, right? Like you couldn't eat in the mornings or you've been always getting like takeaways. So how do you like navigate the nutrition right now that you are actually in my plan and you are still doing massages?
I must say, as I said, I don't do any meal preps. I just, from the beginning, I ate a lot of Greek yogurt, 0%, when I didn't know what else to buy, or if I wasn't ready. I felt in the morning, woke up and I was like, oh, proteins. So I went to the shop and bought a lot of Greek yogurt,
Mhm.
and I mixed it with milk, with frozen strawberries.
How do you track
Then
your food now? Because now obviously like we need to track the food in my program, right? So how do you track it? Like do you have time for it? Like do you track it like the day before? How do you stay consistent?
consistent. I always, when I make some meal, then I write it down and then I put it in the app. But
Nice.
I know basically source of protein. So now I've got Greek yogurt, chicken breasts in the fridge, eggs, sardines, tuna.
Nice.
Today I
Nice.
bought for the first time soya, like the tofu. So I will
Hmm.
try to make something with tofu, and it makes me actually more adventure with the food. And I thought it
Nice.
will be boring, but it's not.
Yeah, I don't do diets.
And
I
yeah,
hate dieting, so that's why we are eating foods that we love.
yeah, and as well, I would like to get even better. Like you said, you like burgers, but the obstacle. I mean, it's easy for me because I must say I don't go out so
Hmm.
much, so it's easy. Like if you go to restaurant, I've been a couple of times since I started the program, and I had to guess the calories what was in
Yeah.
there. If I
Yeah.
would go very often, it would be quite or if I would drink, let's say, alcohol in the
Yeah.
pub, it would be more tricky, or just unknown food. So if
Hmm.
I don't know the calories, I'm not bothered to eat it. So
Yeah.
it gives me kind of like stop and think if before you put something in the mouth.
Hmm.
And
Yeah. When
yeah,
it comes
I,
down
as you
to
said,
eating
I take
out,
it as a game,
nice.
and
When it comes down
it's
to eating
fun.
out, this is something that I'm actually teaching through my educational videos and live streams in my badass community. So we do have like every 2 weeks kind of like a live stream about this kind of thing. And that's how I am teaching like how to still see results when you are traveling, because obviously you will not be tracking forever. So how to achieve your results when you are traveling during the weekends, when you have like celebrations, Christmas, and so on. So that's something that I actually teach in more details. And also, the more you're gonna work out, the more muscles you have, the more food you can actually eat. So then you don't actually have to worry about every single calorie when you are going out. So that's kind of like the next
Okay,
level. We are just starting right now, but this is the
but
next level basically.
oh,
Yeah.
yeah, but as long as you keep the same amount of protein, yeah, protein is important to keep up with.
Yeah, like every single macronutrients is important because carbs will give you the energy, healthy fats will give you like it will help you to function really good. It will help you to support your hormones. protein will help you to recover. It will help you to get more toned. So yeah, every single macronutrient is really important. So what I do with my clients, I usually like keep increasing slowly the calories so we can actually go through body recomposition, which is something that I do, in the next levels basically. So it's like a fat loss. I do have like many like stages.
Increase.
That's
Okay.
why they
So we will be
don't.
thinking more.
Sorry again.
I said we will be eating even more
Oh
later
yeah,
on
yeah. Like
if you're
1,700.
increasing the calories.
Yeah,
Ah,
1,700 is kind of like the minimum I get to my clients. This is like a starting point. And then from there, we are making the changes. So usually that's why I'm not sure if you've seen in the past live streams like Zoe, basically she's now eating like 3,300 and she's got six pack, right? So this is something that I do. And
really?
yeah,
Okay.
right now I eat 2,600 every single day as well, and I am the most stoned like I've
Oh,
ever been. So yeah, it comes down to again, you
wow.
cannot just eat more because if you suddenly eat more without any strategy, that's when you will gain weight. So you need to be really slowly increasing it and then having it with the right structure plan in the workout. So you are actually using those extra calories to build more muscles. Yeah, a lot of science.
Excellent. Yeah, but it's a lot of strength. I mean, it's a strength training and right diet, right macros.
Yeah, yeah. But again, the strength training, as you are now seeing the results, it's because everything is very structurally planned. Again, there is a lot of science why we are doing this first exercise, why we are doing the second exercise, because I'm using your energy, because we have three energies in our body. So I am using those kind of energies to actually get you better results. So it's kind of like a magician tricks. Because if you suddenly do, I don't know, lunges, then next week squats, then next week rows, and you don't know again what you are doing on a weekly basis, then you will still not see the results even though you are eating healthy. So that's why you need to actually target every single muscle group many times in a week to actually get you toned.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's cool because I can see it works, and no, I didn't expect such a result and such a feeling good like after 4 or 5 weeks.
Yeah.
Really, it's for me. It's the
That's
best
amazing,
thing
Paula, because
like I did.
yeah, because you've been
No,
struggling
really,
for three
really,
years. That's crazy.
and it's great. Again, you have a plan and you know what you are doing and it's working, and it's easy, kind of. It's
Yeah.
easy. Before it was difficult because I don't know. I was just eating myself up
Mm-hmm.
till I dropped to sleep and and
Yeah.
woke up again. Like again, I wasn't fat,
Mm-hmm.
but I didn't feel healthy. It just
Mm-hmm.
wasn't a healthy way of doing things. I was starving in the morning, during the day actually, when I was
Mm-hmm.
doing very physical job, massaging,
Mm-hmm.
and then I couldn't stop from stopping work till the midnight or whenever I went to sleep.
Yeah.
And I was compensating with all other things what I shouldn't do, with alcohol, with
Mm.
yeah, like
Yeah.
for me very unhealthy things.
Yeah. You've been
Yeah,
struggling for many,
so
many
no,
years.
I'm
So
chuffed.
I'm glad that
I'm
in just
very
4 or 5
happy about this
weeks
program.
you lost like 4 kilos and you are feeling
Thank
amazing.
you.
And again, this is just the beginning. Now we're gonna step into the next
Yeah,
level.
and I wanted to just ask about, for example, like I want to enjoy the ice cream outside, and I don't buy it because I don't know how many calories or things like my son loves to cook. And I
Mhm.
say like, oh no, I don't want you to cook because I don't know how many calories. Or
Mhm.
I don't want to miss on homemade food like goulash and things
Mhm.
like that because, and I say no because I don't know how many calories.
Yeah.
This is the thing what I don't like. Just this one, but
Yeah. again, that's something I am teaching in the live streams in my one-to-one program, because that goes a little bit more deeper. Like you kind of need to understand the ingredients. It comes down to knowing, well, the more you track, the more you're gonna understand food and how much you are actually eating. So if you're gonna like apply this knowledge and then plus some tips that I can share with you afterwards, it's more about asking maybe like what ingredients are you using? Like how much did you use of this? Like did you use oil, for example? And then still put those ingredients in the app. So let's say, yeah, someone else will be cooking. You can just ask, okay, what did you use? And then just put something at least into the app, basically. So ice cream is the same thing. Like just put ice cream and then put 200 grams ice cream. And if it's gonna go below like 200, it means it's wrong usually, because anything with like a lot of sweets with sugar, it has about 350, 450 calories. So if you see like any dessert, then you know
Okay.
that it's like 300, 400 calories-ish.
Okay, that's right. Because I went to Greg's today and I never looked at the calories, but they've got calories on muffins and all this. And I was like, I was buying 3 of those in a day. And it was like 400 calories
Yeah,
in a
right.
chocolate muffin. I was like, oh.
Yeah, I'm telling you, I see the numbers. I'm sick with numbers. I don't even need to see it, and I know already like how much calories.
Quite nice because it occupies your mind by counting. I thought I would be sick of the counting, but it's actually it's
It's
it's good. Yeah,
eye-opening.
it takes you away from
Yeah.
yes.
That's why basically what I'm doing in my program, it's very sustainable, and that's how you will keep your results of forever, because you will understand why we are doing this and what we are actually doing, rather than here is boring chicken and rice and 2 workouts, go and do it. And then you will leave the program and you will be like, I don't know why I ate it, I hated it, or I don't know why I did these kind of exercises. I saw results, but I don't know why I did it. So, you know, that's why I'm trying to teach you all in my program so you get a lot of value. And then basically when you leave the program, you know exactly what to do.
Okay. No, that's cool. I said it works for me, so yeah, I'm chuffed. I finally decided to do that.
Amazing. Super happy to hear that, Paula. Super happy. Very proud of you. Hell yes, ladies. Okay. Do you have any another questions? No? Okay. John, tomorrow I'm gonna talk to you, and then now let's have a dinner. I am getting hungry. I'm gonna have my potatoes and salmon again, like yesterday, because I just meal prepped for 4 days. So yeah, keeping it super simple. And then tomorrow morning I'm gonna announce the winner, and then we're gonna get hot for summer. Yeah.
Yeah.
Perfect. Amazing, ladies. It was good to see you here, and I'll speak to you in the app. If you have any questions along the way, please reach out to me. You have the access to the challenges in the 4-day free challenge until tomorrow at 12 p.m.
Lovely. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Okay,
Bye,
thank
ladies.
you.